Well, everybody, welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs, the show that's been streaming for years through COVID, over 7,000 guests, heard in over 28 countries, and liked by more than 1 million people over that time. Kind of amazing when you think about it. But one of my favorite people to like over all these years is my co-host from Sapers and Wallack and FEI, Financial Executives International, the one and the only Evan Macedo. Welcome back, Evan.
Thank you, Jeff. And I think it's very easy to like each other when we travel the world and have amazing dinners and cuisine together.
Well, we have done that. Yes, we have traveled together. And yes, I did see your post over the weekend for the anniversary of your beautiful little dog. Very sweet. Anyone who knows Evan knows that he's not only a great CFO, but he's also a very sweet person. So, and our next guest, I know they know Evan as well, Margaret Burke, managing director, and Casey Blake, of Kolibri Law Support Solutions. I hope I got that right. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And I'll second that Evan is a really sweet person.
Yeah.
So I will.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's supposed to be your show, not my show.
No, but he is one of the sweetest. I still, in my searches, have not found a person who doesn't like Evan. So we're going to keep that search on. It's like, where's Waldo? So, Evan, do you want to start us off with our first question since you're our FEI representative?
Great, absolutely. Well, I'm a big fan of what you guys do over at Kolibri because I do outsourcing here at Sapers and Wallack myself. But just so I don't steal your thunder, Margaret and Casey, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Kolibri does?
Sure, we're happy to. So Casey, if you'd like, I can start.
Yeah.
And, so Kolibri Law Support Solutions, we focus on law firms. And what we do is we provide outsourced back office support to law firms in the areas of financial management, marketing, operations, human resources, and overall firm management. At Kolibri, we have a different model than some where we don't just consult, which consultant is very important. We consult and come in and really become part of the team, and we execute on our client's behalf. So that's a little nuance that I think is really important, especially for busy law firms. We come in and we take things off our clients' plates. We can be very helpful in a number of areas for law firms. If someone's wondering, gee, when would Kolibri be a good fit? It's really when a firm has a need, but they don't want or they can't hire a professional at a particular level of expertise in that area. We also come in with a focus on helping improve profitability for our clients. That's very important to every business, and especially with our law firm clients. And so we come in and help them improve the business side of running a firm and really free them up to go out and nurture their client relationships and do what they really want to be spending their time doing. So Casey, if I missed anything, I'd love you to add to that.
I want to jump in for a second. I think that's a fantastic service that I know a lot of people are taking advantage of these days. I wanted to ask you, Casey, can you tell us a little bit how your team is organized?
Absolutely. I'd love to. So we have a team, as Margaret said, but it's of dedicated experts who really know the law industry and their field to an absolute T. So Margaret is our managing director, and really she is like a chief of staff for our client. She oversees the relationship development and the services being provided. And she's really helping to build out the Kolibri brand and who we are and who we're working with. I'm the director of client success. So my role is really being that strategic dot connector, as I like to say. And I'm really committed to the success of our people, our clients, and then the partnership relationships that we're starting to build out. And we also have a client success manager who leads, the day-to-day needs of our clients, ensuring that the facets of the engagement are happening on time and cohesively. And also we have a growth specialist, and she helps all of us really manage our tasks while also helping to elevate our brand in the marketplace. So that's our team right now. But we're, excited for future growth. And as I mentioned, development of some partnerships as well.
Yeah, and I'll add something to what Casey just said that it's interesting. As I was listening to you, Casey, we have a team that supports us internally, and we also use the same team to support our clients. Mm-hmm. And a very big part of our model is bringing in folks that have an expertise in a particular area versus trying to do everything, which really helps to ensure that when we work with our clients, we get it done, efficiently and correctly and at the level that our clients want versus trying to plug someone in that doesn't have the background.
Mhm.
Boston is just about the most competitive professional service market in the United States, maybe North America, maybe the world, we don't know. So how do you differentiate in this market?
That's a great question. And, in doing research, there are very few, if any, in the Boston area that work the way we do with our clients. So the difference is, yes, we consult, but it's an ongoing relationship. We fill a need ongoing versus coming in and telling the law firm or making recommendations and leaving. We come in, we implement, and then we don't implement once. We then manage the ongoing support. And that's very unique. And I'm not actually aware of anyone else in this area that is providing that type of service to law.
So you're not transactional. And I've always had a problem with that with the law when it's too transactional. And then you get focused on that. You're more sort of like contract legal counsel offsite.
The way I describe this to my peers in the industry and lawyers is where we take over the role as the title firm administrator / executive director.
Okay.
So anything that a law firm would have hired in-house and depend on them for the day-to-day management and strategic planning, we fill that need. We're just not physically there. We work remote and we really do anything that the firm administrator, executive director, CEO would do for their attorneys to help them manage the firm.
And I would say as a management consultant that's consulted to law firms that, the overemphasis of law firms to be run by attorneys is a mistake. And the fact that you can allow attorneys to do what they do best, and that is practice the law, while you help them make sure that the business is functioning, is probably a better utilization of people, correct?
Yeah, very correct. And it's interesting because I was speaking to an attorney in Boston, a managing partner of a firm, and we were having, it's someone that I know personally, we were having a conversation, and he said, Margaret, your target law firm is any firm that wants to improve and the attorneys want to stop being involved in running the business. And I know that's a basic statement, but that's exactly what it is. And Jeff, you're right. A lot of attorneys spend their time managing the firms, and most don't want to and or have the skill set, but they're running the firm because they want to make sure it's run profitably and correctly.
And I can't say this across the board, and I've seen this in other professional service firms, that a lot of times the partner that becomes the administrative partner it's sort of like the punishment for the partner that isn't the best attorney, the best professional in their field at times.
Yeah, it's funny. I've seen a little bit different just from my background, but there's so many law firms and it's almost, the managing partner tends to be a very successful attorney from what I've seen. And they may have the largest book of business also. And that right there is a challenge because they have such a big client base, but then they're being asked to manage the firm. Unless it's a very big firm, and then they can have a dedicated managing partner that doesn't need to worry about their clients.
You're right. Managing partners, I see they have conflict because they're being asked sometimes to cut back on their book of business. But sometimes the administrative partner didn't have a big book of business and they report to the managing partner.
You're right.
And that's not always the best person for that as well. That's what I was more talking about.
Yeah.
And I think a piece that I'll just jump in to add, and Evan, not to digress from some other questions I know you want to share with everyone, but it is to that concept of taking things off people's plate. So it's not, just about, one thing or another, it's capacity to really run things efficiently. And that's where we really feel too, that we can come in and be a successful, like Margaret said, true member of the team, is to help alleviate some of what feels like a lot on someone's plate when they're tasked with running a practice, they're tasked with bringing in business, they're tasked with keeping their people happy. So where can we come in and alleviate some of that and be a supportive member of the team from an operational perspective.
And I'm really glad you said that, Casey, because, you know, I've outsourced many different things over here, which has allowed me to have more time to, you know, develop business relationships and, you know, keep pushing the company forward. What I wanted to kind of hear from you on this next piece is, can you describe what your ideal clientele looks like in terms of size, shape, what they do?
Sure, I can start, Margaret, and then if you want to jump, yeah. So for starters, you know, we really believe that we can help firms of a variety of sizes and a variety of needs, because we know that different firms have different unique sets of needs based on their practice or how many people work at the firm and more. But I guess that we'd say for now, firms between that like 8 and 50 people are kind of a sweet spot of ours. But like Margaret said, your law firm might be a good fit if you're currently simply analyzing your needs, or you're figuring out what some good next steps for growth are, or you're looking to hire, or you're just starting to ponder that interest in outsourcing. So we really provide that kind of holistic mindset of helping clients, and we're open to conversations about the needs of firms of different sizes. And it really is like we said, yes, that's a kind of a sweet spot. But firms just that are analyzing their needs right now are certainly people that we could help.
And I'll just add, and it's a little broader, Casey, you were great in being very specific. It's also a firm that has a dedicated, let's call them a firm administrator, financial manager, who's been with the firm for many years, very loyal and trusted, and the firm has grown. And the amount of capacity that this individual has, as well as skill set, has not been able to grow with the firm, which happens. And that's another really great client for us, because we come in and we work with the current management to help them be successful. And Evan, as you said, you know, I know you outsource actually, so we chatted about it. And we had a conversation about, I think we were joking, what do you do with your free time now? And for our law firm management team, we come in and free them up to do some of the things that they may want to be doing professionally themselves that they can't get to because they're sort of in the weeds doing things. And it's not that we come in and pick up someone being in the weeds. We come in and help become more efficient to eliminate and cut those weeds out of the garden.
So I'm sorry, we've come towards the end of this segment, and I'm just wondering, Margaret, if someone was looking for you, how would they find you?
Love that question. Please visit our website, www.kolibrilaw.com. That's kolibrilaw.com. And on there, you'll see there is a way to chat with us, to call us on the telephone, or to email us. And Casey or I would be happy to jump on a call and sort of answer any questions that anyone may have.
Great.
Yeah.
And Casey, if someone's looking for you or wants your assistance, how would they find you?
Yes, definitely visit our website. Feel free to look us up on LinkedIn, both our personal LinkedIn pages or the Kolibri Law page. And I'll just add on our website, we do have a services brochure, which outlines what we can do and help our clients with, and a nice resources page of, you know, podcasts and ebooks and blog posts so people can learn a little bit more about how we can be helpful.
Great. And saving my favorite for last, again, Evan Macedo, our Sapers and Wallack CFO, but also our FEI partner. How do we find you?
Well, I'll just reiterate what they were saying. You can go on our Sapers and Wallack's website, which is sapers-wallack.com, and just go to our team's page. You can find me. And since I have outsourced some of our services, I do have more time on my plate to speak to those individuals out there that want to meet up for a cup of coffee. And additionally, this is an FEI segment, Financial Executives International, one of Boston's premier senior financial executive networking groups. If you're looking to expand your horizons and expand your community and network, I really suggest that you check them out. You can find them at feiboston.org.
Great. And I want to thank everybody for being on the show. We hope you come back again. I think this whole concept of these outsourcing things are very important in our economy. My name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm at jdavis@mageusa.com. And we will take a break. We'll be right back on Radio Entrepreneurs.